Are the Olympic Committee putting women's lives at risk?
I think there can be no doubt they're putting women's lives at risk. But bear in mind that this is their stated policy. They have said that there should be no presumed advantage for trans-identifying males, what they call transgender women, or for people with differences of sex development, which is what we believe applies here. What that means is they are saying that if you're male, but you say that you're a woman, that's what they think is important.
What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny. In today's video, we're going to further examine the ongoing controversy at the Paris Olympics involving one of the boxers named Amani Khalif from Algeria. Last night, she took on Italian fighter at 66 kgs, Angela Carini from Italy, and the match was stopped 46 seconds into the fight due to Carini taking a facial shot in which she said she has never been hit that hard before. Before I continue, I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me since day one. Also, if you like the content that I create to further help me grow, please hit the notification button. Every time I create new content, you'll be the first to be notified. All right, guys, if you haven't seen my first two stories on this, dating back earlier in the week, they're tagged in this video. I explained to you guys who the two fighters are, one from Taiwan and one from Algeria. I want to start this with a simple explanation on what the science says. When babies are born, gender tests are concluded by measuring chromosomes. A female XX chromosome, a male XY chromosome. So the controversy lies in the fact that the checks and balances that are being run this year in Paris by the IOC, this is out of their mouths after the fight last night, say that on their passports it says female, so we treat them as females. We have to remember, Amani Khalif of Algeria, the fighter in question, has failed sex gender tests time and time again, and I'm doing these videos about this topic with empathy, sympathy, and hesitation. So I ask you to hold your vitriol from the comments, but I can't tell you how to act. I'm coming from a place of sport. Boxing is my favorite sport, and I'm reporting on it. I'm leaving the objectification up to you guys. I want to read you an article to further explain what happened last night. In one of the most shaming episodes in Olympic history, this is from an Italian newspaper, Italy's Angela Carini was forced after only 46 seconds to abandon a fight against an Algerian boxer who had failed 2 sex tests before claiming she had been hit so hard by Khalif that she feared for her life. Those are headlines going around in Italy and in Paris. Here's a headline going around in the United States. Boxer previously banned from women's events wins fight after opponent quits in 46 seconds. Here's a little bit of that. A boxer whose gender identity has recently been questioned won her first fight at the Paris Olympics on Thursday. Amani Khalif of Algeria defeated Angela Carini of Italy after Carini quit 46 seconds into the match. Carini stopped the fight after only a few punches were exchanged, avoided shaking Khalif's hand, and then fell to the floor in tears. Khalif's participation in Olympic women's boxing has been scrutinized in recent days after reports resurfaced that she and another boxer, Lin Yuting of Taiwan, failed to meet gender eligibility tests at the Women's World Boxing Championships in New Delhi last year. At the time, sporting officials alleged that the boxers failed an unspecific test because they had male chromosomes. And guys, that's the XY chromosome. And I want to be clear as well. There's been false reports going around. The facts are this: they failed 2 gender tests. They failed multiple gender tests in the past. Those are the facts. Another fact is that the Paris Olympics allow you to compete in whatever gender your passport says. That does not make it fact or science. Just because your passport says female does not mean that the science says you are female. I need to clarify that. Also, Khalif is from a country, Algeria. There's rumors and stories swirling that she was born a woman but had XY chromosome, and due to the laws and legislation in that country, she was raised a woman. But guys, even if that's true, XY chromosome means elevated testosterone, meaning hormones in the bodies that females are not born with, that males are born with, and this lies in the controversy. And guys, this is me playing it as safe as possible. This is me pushing the goalposts as close to Algeria as possible to make this sound right. And I'm not saying that it is right. What I'm saying is I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. But I do want to end on this point. Boxing is a blood sport. You've heard me say this time and time again. Male versus male, people die. This is not a safety issue. This is a political issue. For people to have their health risk future on the line due to identity politics or due to the lack of checks and balances and due to the committee saying, well, her passport says female, then she's a female, that is atrocious considering the consequences of boxing. Remember, Iman Khalif was born XY chromosome. She's been tested time and time again to have XY chromosome. On paper, the science says, disregarding how you feel, who you identify with, how you were raised, XY chromosome, testosterone, male chromosome. How are you guys taking all of this? It gets tiresome after a while. I do know that. I'm just here to report on what's going on and the facts. The Italian boxer was seen crying her eyes out after quitting on her country, and she said she felt her health was on the line. She didn't shake Khalif's hand. She didn't congratulate the fighter. She said that she has never been hit so hard in her life. And I quote, "I have never been hit so hard in my life. It's up to the IOC to judge." Italy's Carini, after lasting just 46 seconds against Algeria's intersex athlete Iman Khalif. Biological firestorm at Paris Olympics. So depending on what news article you guys are reading, some are saying trans, some are saying intersex, some are saying cheat, some are saying fair. Once again, in my story, I want you guys to leave with this. I can't tell you how to react on this, but I want you to leave with this one fact of the story. Khalif was born with an XY chromosome. Can't reiterate that enough. Take that however you want it. I appreciate all you guys.